ideas and ideals of the Indian Constitution. Learning objective. We would learn about the fundamental rights and fundamental duties assured by the Constitution of India to its citizens. Fundamental rights. The Constitution of India assures its citizens certain fundamental or basic rights, unlike the directive principles. The fundamental rights are guaranteed by the Constitution and have legal sanction, that is, they can be enforced in a court of law. They include political, social, cultural, and economic rights. Equality. All citizens are entitled to equal treatment before law. Any citizens can study what he or she wants to enter into any institution and take up the profession of his or her choice. The state reserves the right to make special provision for women and the less privileged classes. Right to freedom. The right to freedom includes freedom of speech and expression, freedom to assemble peacefully without arms, freedom to form associations and humans, freedom to move freely throughout the country, freedom to reside and settle in any part of the country, freedom to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. The right to freedom can be restricted under special conditions, for example, if it affects the interest of the country or the security of the state. Secondly, though we are free to criticize or comment through the press, we cannot do so without sufficient proof. We are allowed to form associations or clubs so long as they do not indulge in violence. Similarly, an arrested person also has the right to seek recourse to justice. Safeguards exist against arbitrary arrest and detention. But this right to freedom should not be misused to indulge in mudslinging and character assassination. Hence, this right has to be exercised with prudence. Right to freedom of religion. India being a secular country, every citizen has the freedom to profess, practice and propagate the religion of his or her liking. There can be no discrimination on the basis of religion. Religious groups have the right to establish institutions for religious and charitable purpose. Interests of minorities are protected. Right to cultural and educational rights. Right against exploitation. Many a times, poverty or ignorance exposes a person to all kinds of humiliation and exploitation. Often, poverty drives adults and children to work for long hours for a pittance, and that too under unhealthy conditions. Right to constitutional remedies. It means if anyone finds his rights being compromised, he has every right to appeal in a court of law. The court are empowered to issue writs to whosoever deprives the citizens of their rights, whether it is the government or any other person, and demand the restoration of the fundamental right. But under special circumstances like war or emergency, these rights may be suspended temporarily. Significance of fundamental rights. They constitute the foundation stone of the democratic fabric of the country, provide the necessary conditions for the moral and material protection of human beings. They protect the interest of minorities and weaker sections of society. They strengthen the secular status of the nation. They form the foundation of an equitable society based on the social justice and social equality. They check the absolute authority of the government. Fundamental duties. All rights come with certain duties The Constitution of India also lays down a list of fundamental duties. Can laws make fundamental rights more effective? Laws by themselves cannot make the fundamental rights more effective. Many laws have been enacted to protect the rights and interests of women, the scheduled caste and tribes, and other exploited groups. But they continue to be exploited, and their fundamental rights are taken away with impunity. To make these laws more effective, the people have to be educated and made aware of their rights and the many laws present in the Constitution for their protection. That is about fundamental rights and fundamental duties assured by the Constitution of India to its citizens. In the next topic, we shall learn about federal structure of government. Till then, enjoy learning.